Hey guys, what's up? It's Adam2006 and I am watching Dark Knight Rises.
Congratulations!
The new one.
You got yourself
Yeah,
caught.
so
Now what's the next step of your master plan?
Finishing this fight.
With
no survivors.
Because the guy who was watching Dark Knight and the old one on Jake in there and deleted the video, so that means I'm gonna watch Dark Knight Rises.
They expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
Have we started the fire?
Yes, the fire rises. Calm down, Doctor. Now's not the time for fear. That comes later.
Guys,
Harvey Dent Day may not be our oldest public holiday, but we're here tonight because it's one of the most important. Harvey Dent's uncompromising stand against organized crime had made Gotham a safer place than it was at the time of his death 8 years ago. This city has seen a historic turnaround. No city is without crime, but this city is without organized crime because the Dent Act gave law enforcement teeth in its fight against the mob. Now, people are talking about repealing the Dent Act, and to them I say, not on my watch. I want to thank the Wayne Foundation for hosting this event. I'm told Mr. Wayne couldn't be here tonight. I'm sure he's with us in spirit. And now I'm going to give way to an important voice.
Ever lay eyes on Wayne at one of these things?
No one has. Not in years. That people put their faith in a murderous thug in a mask and a cape. A thug who showed his true nature when he betrayed the trust of this great man and murdered him in cold blood.
Sweetheart, not so fast for the chow.
Sure, boss.
Jim Gordon can tell you the truth about Harvey Dent. But I'll let him tell you himself. Commissioner Gordon.
Truth. I have written a speech telling the truth about Harvey Dent. Maybe the time isn't right. Maybe right now, all you need to know is that there are 1,000 inmates in Blackgate Prison as a direct result of the Dent Act. These are violent criminals, essential cogs in the organized crime machine. Maybe, for now, all I should say about the death of Harvey Dent is this. It has not been for nothing.
Did you see the guy who owns the house? No, I heard he never leaves these. I heard he had an accident. Yeah, that he's disfigured.
Mr. Till, why are your people using the main staircase? And where's Mrs. Bolton?
She's up at bar, so can I help?
The east drawing room. Unlock the door, put the tray on the table, lock the door again. Nothing more. I'm sorry, Miss Tate, I tried, but he won't see you.
And you mustn't take it personally. Everyone knows that Wayne's holed up in there with 8-inch nails, peeing into mason jars. It's very good of you to let me on the ground. Why are you wasting your time trying to talk to a man who threw away your investment on some save-the-world vanity project? He can't get your money back. I can.
I could try explaining that a Save the World project, vain or not, is worth investing in, Mr. Daggett. But you understand only money and the power you think it buys. So why waste my time, indeed?
Second shift reports in?
You should spend some more time with the mayor.
Well, that's your department.
Haven't you shown him the crime stats? He goes by his gut, and it continues to bother him no matter what the numbers.
Must be popular with his wife.
Not really. She took the kids and left for Cleveland.
I have plenty of time for visits. The mayor's going to dump him in the spring.
Really? But he's a hero.
A war hero. This is peacetime.
No, nothing's wrong. Oh. I'm gonna watch it after, not now. I'll go back to the video. Okay, guys.
Sorry. I'm so terribly sorry, Mr. Wayne. It is Mr. Wayne, isn't it? Although you don't have the long nails or the facial scars, sir.
Is that what they say about me?
It's just that no one ever sees you.
That's a beautiful necklace. Reminds me of one that belonged to my mother. It can't be the same one. Because her pearls are in the safe. The manufacturer clearly explained is uncrackable.
Oops. Nobody told me it was uncrackable.
I'm afraid I can't let you take those.
Look, you wouldn't beat up a woman any more than I would beat up a cripple. Of course, sometimes exceptions have to be made. Good night, Mr. Wayne. Can I have a ride?
You read my mind. Let's go. Miss Tate was asking to see you again.
She's very persistent.
And quite lovely, in case you were wondering.
Wasn't?
What are you doing?
Examining print dust. We've been robbed.
And this is your idea of sounding the alarm, is it?
She took the pearls, tracking device and all.
She?
One of the maids. Perhaps you should stop letting them in this side of the house.
Perhaps you should start learning to make your own bed. Why were you dusting for prints?
I wasn't. She was.
Sir, Congressman Gillies' wife has been calling in. Apparently the congressman never made it home after the Wayne Foundation event.
That's a job for the police.
When you and Dent cleaned up the streets, you cleaned them good. Pretty soon we'll be chasing down overdue library books.
Huh.
And yet, here you are, like we're still at war.
What's your name, son?
Blake, sir.
You have something you want to ask me, Officer Blake?
It's about that night, this night, 8 years ago, the night Dent died. The last confirmed sighting of the Batman. He murders those people, takes down 2 SWAT teams, breaks Dent's neck, and then just vanishes.
I'm not hearing the question, son.
Don't you want to know who he was?
I know exactly who he was. He was the Batman. Let's go see about the congressman's wife.
Master Wayne? Master Wayne? You haven't been down here in a long time.
Trying to find out more about our jewel thief. Ran her prints, unless she's lost a lot of weight. She was wearing someone else's fingerprints. She's good.
She may be, but we have a trace on the necklace.
We do. So I cross-referenced the address she went back to with police data on INB and E.
Ross, son, don't touch my car.
And Selena Kyle. Databases are full of close calls, tips from fences. She's good, but the ground is shrinking beneath her feet.
We should send the police before she fences the post.
She won't. She likes them too much. And they weren't what she was after.
What was she after?
My fingerprints. It was print and toner, mixed with graphite on the safe. Gives a good pull, and it's untraceable.
Fascinating. You two should exchange notes over coffee.
So now you're trying to set me up with a jewel thief.
At this point, I'd set you up with a chimpanzee if it brought you back to the world.
There's nothing out there for me.
And that's the problem. You hung up your cape and your cow, but you didn't move on. You never went to find a life, to find someone.
Alfred, I did find someone.
I know, and you lost them, but that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living. You're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again. Remember when you left Gotham? Before all this, before Batman? You were gone 7 years. 7 years I waited, hoping that you wouldn't come back. Every year, I took a holiday. I went to Florence. There's this cafe on the banks of the Arno. Every fine evening, I'd sit there and order a Fernie Branca. I had this fantasy that I would look across the tables and I'd see you there with a wife, maybe a couple of kids. You wouldn't say anything to me, nor me to you. But we both know that you'd made it, that you were happy. I never wanted you to come back to Gotham. I always knew there was nothing here for you except pain and tragedy. And I wanted something more for you than that. I still do.
They wash up here a couple of times a month, or more when it gets colder. Homeless sheltering in the tunnels. We pulled him from the basin, but other than that, we didn't touch him.
What? Name's Jimmy from St. Swithin's. It's the boys home. I coach some ball.
Jimmy hadn't been around for months.
Now why?
Blake, you know why. He aged out. We don't have the resources to keep boys on after 16.
Yeah, but I thought the Wayne Foundation gave money for them.
Not for the past couple of years.
He has a brother here, doesn't he?
Mark, I'll tell him.
I'd like to, if that's all right. You know what he was doing down there in the tunnels?
A lot of guys have been going down in the tunnels when they age out. Say you can live down there. Just say there's work down there.
Work? What work you can find in the sewers?
More than you can find up here, I guess.
So you know about him?
Of course. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
You brought a date?
I like having someone around to open doors for me. Right hand, no partials.
God, I'll be back one
Very
minute.
nice.
Not so fast, handsome. You got something for me?
Oh, yes.
I don't know what you're planning to do with Mr. Wayne's prints, but I'm guessing you'll need his thumb. You don't count so good, huh?
I count fine. In fact, I'm counting to 10 right now.
My friend's outside, just hit send.
This place is a little dead.
It'll liven up in a minute. Trust me. Is everything okay? Great. Catch you later. It would have been a lot easier to just give me what we agreed.
We can't have loose ends. And even in that dress, no one's gonna miss you.
No. But my friend over there, every cop in the city is missing him.
That's cute. But they're not gonna be looking in a place like this.
I don't know. You did just use his cell phone.
Call me.
She's bleeding.